Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Right, I'm just coming on for a bit of a crafty catch up and chat about a couple of bits. First of all, thank you ever so much to all my new subscribers. A couple of people have recently told me that I've gone over 4,000 subscribers, so yay, thank you ever so much. I knew I was creeping up to it, but I hadn't noticed, and I've looked this morning, it's 4,009. I mean, usually when it goes over a big number, it goes down a few before it goes back up again. But yes, so thank you ever so much. Been a long time getting 4,000, but it doesn't matter, it's all good, so thank you. Right, we'll have a little chat about some swaps that are going on. The first one is Woolly Steph. Woolly Steph's doing an ATC swap. I'm sure most of you that watch my channel will already know this, but yeah, she's doing an ATC swap, so I will leave the link to that so that you can pop across. And she's just put a video up actually trying to encourage people that are having doubts. And you know, as Steph said, don't doubt yourself. We're all in this together, and you know, we all have to start somewhere. So yeah, I totally agree with everything Steph said on that. We are all good enough, and you know, like Steph said, there's no place in our channels for nastiness, bullies and all that load of garbage. So right, so the next swap that I'm going to do hopefully is from Teresa the car boot crafter. I've got a little note to the side because I'll forget otherwise. Teresa the car boot crafter, she's also having an ATC swap, but she's calling hers a round robin. I don't know whether it's open to international, don't quite know how that would work, but anyway, I'll leave the link again. And she said you can send her up to 6 ATCs and then she will distribute them all, and you'll end up with 6 or however many you send. That's how many you'll get back. She'll distribute them, but she wants you to also put a self-addressed envelope in with a stamp on, so that you know she obviously can't afford to be sending them to everybody. So that's that one. Right, well that's the only swaps. The other thing, I don't know how many of you will know this lady. I know some of you do, but the lovely Mary Robson, from her channel is, let's have a look, MDXX1520. I've known Mary for quite a few years and she's recently started doing videos again. Absolutely beautiful crafter. I've got pieces of Mary's work and she's just outstanding. Her work is outstanding. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, hello Mary, I'm talking about you. Your ears burning. Yesterday I saw she'd put a video up and she's made these absolutely brilliant cards out of scraps. I've seen similar things before, but I've never done them myself, so I'm going to leave you the link to those. And it's just basically she cuts pieces into triangles and puts them on, and they look so easy. She does demonstrations, they look so easy, and I thought, dear, have I got any scraps, I wonder? Yes, I have, but I haven't done any. But she's been doing some painty papers, did some with alcohol ink, something like this, and she's made a couple of cards with those. And Mary, I think they are fantastic. I love those, so I might be doing that with some of my. She just cut them into strips, and then obviously they all look different when you put them back on the paper. But any scraps of paper, and they're just brilliant. So yeah, if you don't know Mary, please pop across. Well, and to the other two ladies as well, obviously. Right, what else? What else? Right, going back to these that I showed you the other day. If I remember, I'll leave the link to that video as well. I'll probably forget the alcohol inks on the mount board that I did, and I made them into ATCs. Well, I've got a few pieces left, and I've just come in here this morning, saw them on the desk, thought, oh my god, what a mess. Oh, I wonder. So I've got some ultra thick embossing powder, so I thought, oh, I'm going to try and see if I can use one of those little scraps, because this is good thick, it's mount board, so it's picture framing stuff. I thought, I wonder if it'll work if I put some clear, you know, the clear embossing ink, is that what you call it? Yeah, embossing ink on it, and then the thick UT. And anyway, went to my drawer, no ink pad had I. I know I used to have one, but it had gone all manky and horrible. So I thought, I think I remember using glycerine. Somebody had said when you clear embossing, let me get my head around this. Would this work with coloured or not? Forget the coloured. When your clear embossing pad runs out, put glycerine on it. In actual fact, I think I've seen several people do that, and of course I'd forgotten all about that. So I thought, well, if it works on a pad, I wonder if it'll work if I just rub a little bit over. It's only a scrap. So I've just done it on this piece. This was the tiny little scrap. Look at that, it just looks like gloss. And all I did was just literally rubbed a little bit of this glycerine that I get from Boots, under £2 a bottle it was when I got it. It's all sticky. And then this, for anybody that's not seen this before, it was quite I've had this about 5 years, I would think. And it is, let me show you, look, it was quite expensive. I think at the time, well, I thought it was about £9. It's probably gone up now, but it lasts ages. And it's just thicker than your normal, it's a bit like sugar, than your normal embossing powder. So I rubbed it with glycerine and then poured some of that on, heated it with my little heat gun. And it depends how you want it. When I did the first layer, it was all dimpled. Now if you've, you know, doing it in a different colour and you want like a hammered effect, that would be lovely. But I actually gave this 3 coats. So I melted it so it was all dimply. I stuck it back in. I've got a little pile of the powder on there. Stuck it back in, took it out, heated it again, melted it, stuck it back in, heated it again. And that's what I got. So then I thought, well, I'll show you something else in a minute. I thought, well, it would have looked nice if I'd have put a little word underneath. So I did this one. It's on like a little twinchy size one. Just put a little fearless sticker, and I did put a little bit of extra glue. I just used glue stick actually. And did the same with that, and I think they're lovely. This one, you do have to be careful because it's thick. When it melts, you need to lay it flat, and I think I just had that perched a little bit, and it's like run down. You probably can't see it, but it's just like a little bit thicker just on the edge there. It's me being super critical, but it's just worth knowing. You know, keep them flat. And then I've just done that one. I've just been doing these while I've been waiting for my phone to charge up again. I've just done this one while I was waiting for my phone to charge up. I think they're lovely. That's on thick stuff. Now I've used this before, and I used it on card. Right, I've just on a thin card. Yes, you can do it, but because it's thin, lovely Geraldine sent me these stamped images of mason jars, and then I've stamped that in the middle, and then I used the UT. but because it's thin, it like buckles, and then it cracked, and I thought, well, I'm not throwing those out, so I just cracked it even more. You know what I'm like, no, nothing's going wrong, it's not going to go wrong, we're not throwing it away. So I cracked it even more, and then I just went over it with an ink pad. We use this one. This one's, look, just this, it's too thin, so you do need something quite substantial for it to, you know, I mean, I don't think these will crack. It might prove me wrong, and they might, but these have cracked. Look, they've all, I did absolutely loads of these. These are just the few I've got left. But I've just let them crack, and in places I've cracked them even more. And they're just old. They're old. They're old now, aren't they? You know, things do age and crack. I'll just crack that a bit more. I mean, this would be the sort of thing that like Antonio does with his charcoal powder. I've not got any of that. I wonder if a charcoal stick would work, don't know, but... And then just wipe the excess off, and it's just a little distressed little mason jar. Poor little butterfly lot. Yes, so I just thought I would tell you that, because I would hate for people to have that and think, oh, I'll have a go, do it on thin card and then be disappointed. But, you know, it's there's always way round. I have really broken that one, look, that little piece of, because it's gone a bit thicker there, that piece has come off. But if you've got something, you know, a good thick card, or it's yeah, it's good stuff. Right, so that is that. What else? I've been doing a scrap monster. I've got all these. I fancy next week I want to do some gluing. I think I've still got a drawer full. We're down to one drawer full now of scraps. These have been laying around for years. It's all the scraps from when I've cut out the Tim Holtz tattered florals, and I just folded the paper in half, and then when I'd got the scraps left, because I glue these down onto other paper and make more paper, and I just was opening them up, and I thought, ooh, that looks like a bit of a monster to me. A lot of you that's followed me quite a while will have seen, because I've started a little journal, Scrap Monster journal. If I remember, if I forget and you want to see it, and if you've not seen it, just tell me in the comments. But I've started always pointing, look, it's over there, it's over there, it's that way, it's not up there, it's that way. Yeah, I've started doing a little Scrap Monster journal, so I just fancied doing one of those. I've only done one, it's this one, and I just cut those bits off on there because I like to do it a bit different. Got big boots, and this bit I've just cut up there. I love them. I love doing those. So that is that. Right, let me look at the list. What's on the list? Stuff, yes, that. Scrap Monster. Oh, something else got to show you. Mary, and that. Right, you know when I was doing the ATCs the other day, and I was playing, and oh, I can't find them now. Showed you all these, and again, if you've not seen that, I'll leave the video, link to the video, but I'll forget. Well, I carried on playing for a bit, and I thought, oh, I'll get some stencils out. So I've messed about with stencils as well. All mishy-moshy. There was 2 stencils there. They're, oh, it's like a bluey colour underneath, bluey grey, greeny colour underneath. It was just with the dregs that were left on the pads and that I was using, and then a different stencil over the top. Not meant to be perfect. That was on the Costco photo card that Nina sent me. This was on the silver linen card. That was those little square stencils that I've shown you before. Just orange and pink. Love that one. This was on the photo card at the back side, reverse side of the photo card. I really don't know what was going on there. Can't remember what I did. I can see that they're stencils, but I think I just sponged over it or something, and then just probably put blobs of isopropyl. Can't remember, to be honest. And there's that one. Don't like that one really, but it'll be all right for something. And then there was the blue one. Can you remember the blue one that I'd got 3 little rogue orangey brown orange, I think they were, dots. I can't be doing with that. It was really bugging me, so I just went over with this, I think it's the stream colour, covered that up, and I think it was Kristin Najar that said, she'd said, but I'd already done this, but she said, oh, why not use some orange? That would have been a good idea to, you know, wear the oranges to tie in. But I hadn't thought of that. I just did it with that. So that's that one. And that, my lovely peoples, is all I have to talk about today, I think. Yes, just looking around this room. It's one day it's a room of bloom, and the next day it's the room of doom, and it's sort of in between a bloom and a doom at the moment. I'm having to watch where I walk, like, falling over things, and yes, so that is it. I will speak to you in the week, no doubt. Just let me check my paper again. Yep, finished. Take care, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I think time is it 10 to 2. Mr. Doodle's at work, but he said he'll be home early, and then we're going to watch some movies. He's got well, he's trying to sort a Hoover out, so he said he wants to finish that. Her Dyson wants to finish that first. I think he's just got to put the filters back in that or something, and then he says we'll watch movies. So I don't know what movie we will be watching, but that's what we're going to be doing, hopefully. So take care, I'll see you in the week, have fun, and you know, just on a final note, for anybody that's, like Steph said, I mean, I think we both try and encourage people, because we've all been there. You know, if you're unsure about joining in something, if you half want to, but you think, oh, I don't know, I've not done that before, I'm not good enough. Yes, you blooming well are. You know, and like I said in a video the other day, who is anybody to say, oh, your work's not as good as mine? No, we don't want those sort of people. Go away. If you like that, then go away from our channels and go away from the crafting platform, because you've no right to say that your work's better than somebody else's. Oh, and she's on her soapbox again. Right, take care, love your loads, bye.